If he's just gonna be silly like this, though,
I think that was silly. He was getting warmed up.
thank you. Come on.
Okay.
So you have Chad Gable backstage. What would you say? He's in the squat position.
Just he was bracing for impact.
Okay.
Once he
So
was in a full squat, but he was bracing for impact.
okay. So he's bracing for impact. And Otis, he is chopping Gable as hard as he can. After each chop, Gable is saying, thank you. So just imagine the big fat Otis chopping Gable and you hearing it, thank you.
Yep.
Gable says he has a number one contenders match tonight because, of course, why wouldn't he have a number one contenders match tonight? And then Big Bronson Reed comes in to say he's winning the match and he wants to make sure that Gable's daughter doesn't watch. They're going to milk that, aren't they?
Of course.
Gable hasn't won since he lost to Gunther, so I don't understand why he keeps getting inserted in number one contender matches.
Because they're keeping it fresh for that payoff.
But it's not fresh. He needs to earn the right to get to the number one contender match, doesn't he?
True. But you can't start him like all the way back.
No, I'm not suggesting that. I'm not saying let him wrestle R-Truth. I'm just saying that having him repeatedly go for a number one contender match and he just happens to win one. Sure.
Yeah, there needs to be a little bit more. Like you can't just your journey back is just to win a number one contenders match that you're going to keep getting chances for. Yeah, it needs to string together some wins.
If the payoff is him eventually beating Gunther, I'm okay with that. If he's just going to be silly like this, though,
I think that was silly. It
come on.
He was getting warmed up.
If he would have braced for impact and Otis was chopping him, that's one thing. The little thank you, come on.
Okay.
Well, where we're heading is Ricochet versus Big Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. So, kind of who's going to win this one, right?
I thought it was about, yeah, I guess you could if you think about it. But, they each really did have a chance. Well, Ricochet wasn't winning.
Yeah.
Because Shinsuke was going to interfere in some way. So then that leaves Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Chad Gable, he's got that story, but they're holding off on that. So then, by default, Bronson Reed would be the winner.
And he's getting a deliberate push right now.
He is.
I just don't see them wasting it or blowing that push off on a triple threat match on Raw. Before the match, Shinsuke attacks Ricochet. Ricochet starts off with a disadvantage. And I think he was about to hit him with a chair. And then security stopped him. He had to be separated.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was, a chair.
Yeah. So it was a good match for the most part. Gable, he hits a Chaos Theory on Ricochet. Looked nice. But Reed just grabs Ricochet from Gable's bridge and then throws him right onto Gable. And then Reed hits a senton on both men as they're stacked. And then a tsunami on Ricochet for the win. So that means we have Gunther versus Big Bronson Reed.
Coming up this week.
Yep. You can't even get a fucking crown jewel match? Jesus Christ.
# put Gunther on pay-per-view.
How is that not a crown jewel match? Big Bronson Reed has an undefeated streak. The Ring General is undefeated. But no. Let's just do it on Raw next week.
Yeah. Definitely weird.
It's an interesting match up, I think. I don't know. Is it going to be like the Braun Strowman match?
I think it'll be pretty interesting. I mean, Bronson Reed can go.
Oh, yeah, he can go.
No, Gunther can go, so I think they'll put on a banger. A banger!
I expect it to be the match of the week. Probably of the month. It'll probably be better than Crown Jewel.
Well,
when is Crown Jewel?
I don't know. It's in November, I believe. We'll figure that out later. But I think it's either, end of October or early November. But it is next.
It is next. November 6th.
There you go.